Hi, welcome. Welcome back. If it is your third time joining me, if it is your first, welcome, welcome. I am Praveen. I am not chiming in from LA today. I am actually traveling, so I can actually speak to the items that I've packed with me. I'm in beautiful Maine. I've actually never been this far up in the Northeast, and it is so gorgeous. I will show you the view very quickly from here. It's a little colder than I was anticipating, so the bikinis I've packed haven't really come in handy just yet, but I'm hoping that turns around. Is anyone traveling for the 4th of July? Is everyone back in California? Well, my fiance and I flew in we took the red eye on Thursday night, so like Friday morning. And I feel like these past few weeks I have been talking nonstop about traveling light and trying like not to check a bag or anything. And Peter did, and the airlines lost his bag. So there are a couple things on here that I don't have with me, but you know what? We're going to still talk about them. I'll kind of go through everything. We're definitely improvising. Luckily, it's been pretty low key. So not a lot of the things that were in the bag are things that we need. And I have my own bag. So definitely lesson learned. I think moving forward, if I do a carry on and he doesn't, I'm going to make sure he puts in like at least like a clean pair of underwear or something in our bag moving forward. Um, all right. Well, today I'm going to be talking about, I've done beauty essentials, travel beauty essentials. I've done travel skincare essentials. Today, I am talking about what I'm packing for summer vacation. So this is actually perfect because I'm on one now. Our very good friends have this place in Maine that they've been coming to every summer. So I feel like the weather here, you kind of have to be prepared for everything. There are going to be some hot days. There are going to be some days that are a little cooler. So we're kind of getting a little bit of everything, which is kind of nice. So we have to pack everything from like bikinis to sweaters. So everything kind of just like running the gamut. So I'll show you what I brought with me. I know I've talked about this bag quite a bit. Let me present it to you. Well insulated. I honestly cannot get enough of this makeup bag. It's fantastic. Talk about like weather changes and stuff. It has kept everything in here really nicely organized. We took a red eye, like I mentioned. So I woke up, we landed in Miami around 9, and it was perfect. I could just like pop it up, pop it on the table, start going through it. It kept everything really nice and neat. There were no spills because everything was like still upright. Nothing was rolling around. This is such a like niche thing to get excited about, but having this pocket to put cotton pads in that weren't going to get stained with my makeup or have any like powder residue or have any oil spill on it really excited me. Oh, yes, Sophia, you got to check it out. And they don't just do makeup bags. She actually, it's a female founder. I believe her name is Lauren. I'll have to double check on that. But she does a laptop case, which is great. She does like smaller pouches. So if you're traveling with, let's say, like vitamins or, anything that's perishable or edible, you can put it in there. Like I travel with like, all of like my supplements and stuff. So that always keeps the integrity in there. So well insulated, and it like size wise, it actually fits a fair amount. It's like you can really get a lot of stuff in here. As you can see, I've packed in quite a bit of things. So um, that being said, my number one thing when I am traveling, especially when I am traveling and not getting sleep or traveling to a different time zone, masks. I am like a little bit of a mask fanatic. My skin is, for the most part, it behaves, but traveling, let's see, we flew LA to Maine, or LA to Miami, Miami to Portland, Maine, and then we drove. So it's like a full day. Like we were all, in a plane, on a car. It like, and I was wearing a mask the whole time. So definitely had a little bit of congestion. It was also super dehydrated. Like I was getting kind of like some flakiness over here. So Patchology has perfect for traveling getaway plan. Everyone should have a getaway plan. Sorry, it's got a little moisture on it because I like to keep it as soon as I get somewhere I put it. Yes, Michelle, are you talking about this? This is a great gift. This is like a great gift too if you're doing like you want to put together like a little something for friends, or even if you're doing like bachelorette gifts and stuff, it's just like a perfect, easy little gift, and it's a great price. And you get 4 masks in here for the price of really one. So I did this one today. So sorry, let me see. Okay, so there are 4 masks inside. You've got 2 different kinds of eye gels, and we'll go through those, and then 2 different kind of sheet masks. The sheet masks I used this morning. Um, they're nice too. Like, I have a smaller face, so a lot of times I find that sheet masks sort of like bleed up into my hairline and start to kind of like get all over here. And this one was shaped really well and like sat on my skin really nicely. This was great. Instantly got a nice hydration boost. Felt like my skin wasn't like sopping with goopiness either after. Like the serum really sat in nicely right after. The sheet masks are like traditional on to Centegrity skincare. I was just saying, this is a new brand for me and I'm loving it so far. It's tinted, and I got the bronze because I am definitely a little darker right now. It's been super sunny in LA, so like my skin has definitely kind of like gotten a nice little like rich tone to it. So texturally, it feels a little goopy coming out just because you can tell it has the sunblock in it. The nice thing too is, like, unlike a lot of products, it doesn't have a smell. And it has a really great amount of tint for a tinted moisturizer. I feel like typically with sunblocks or with tinted moisturizers, the tint isn't as sort of it's not as opaque. It's a little more sheer. And as you can see, it has this gorgeous, like, it just settles in really nicely. It doesn't smell. It doesn't have any residue. For me, it doesn't have a white cast, which is like pretty major. If you aren't like on the fairer side, you don't want to get that like kind of ashy or kind of grayer. This thing, it just blends in really nicely and it really dries down to a nice matte finish. So as you can see, blends beautifully, and it's double duty. So if I'm traveling, I don't want to just take a regular sunblock. I don't want to take something. I don't want to take a foundation for night. This kind of does double duty for both of them. Let's see, it's infused with peptides and vitamin C and E. So you're getting that nice ferulic acid. You're getting something that's going to even out your skin tone. It's working for you while covering. It is free of parabens, of any sort of synthetic dyes, of mineral oils. And we talked about this last week too with the Grown Alchemist spray. Something that I'm seeing so much more of now that I'm really loving is it has blue light protection. So, I didn't even think about that. I really haven't given a lot of thought to like the kind of exposure I may be getting from my laptop or my phone. But hey, who knew? And it's kind of great to have that, and it's SPF 30. So this is really a great option to have on a flight. It's really nice, just to give you a little bit of a glow if you want something a little lighter for while you're traveling. And I was just saying, I think it was while we got cut off. I was reading an article with a dermatologist recently who was saying that sometimes with tinted SPFs and tinted moisturizers, people actually use less because they think they're getting, with anything tinted, you can kind of see it moving around the skin. And so they use less and they need more coverage. And this, because it doesn't feel heavy, you can really go in and it's not going to like give you a darker shade or give you a darker cast. It's going to get that nice coverage all over. All right, let me just clean off my hands a little bit just to get that bronzer off. And I believe this one comes in about 6 or 7 shades, so there's some good options. Centegrity has a couple other products. I believe there is a tinted moisturizer that maybe has less of a shade selection, but this one, the Impeccable Skin Moisturizing Face Sunscreen. Okay, so it's doing triple duty. It's moisturizing you, it's protecting you, and it's giving you some nice coverage. That one comes in a couple more shades. All right, next up, I will show you the bikini that I packed. Unfortunately, I have not had a chance to use it yet. I'm hoping the sun comes out tomorrow. The Atlantic, I believe, is a little just too chilly at the moment, but I have the Hunza G Gloria Bikini. I've been wanting to try this product for a while. I've been seeing it a lot, and is it presenting to you? There we go. Awesome. Okay, so the Hunza G Bikini, this is a sustainable London-based brand. I have it on here, and I'll just show you sort of what it looks like. So this is the Gloria. It's strapless. For context, I'm a 32C, so it's a little bit sort of, it's like more minimal coverage, but it holds up really nicely. It does feel like I have some kind of hold. And it also just travels really nicely. It's super light. This is the blush color, and it's got these gorgeous little kind of tortoise detailing. I love it because it just looks super 70s. It like feels very like Jane Fonda at the beach in Malibu in like 1975. And it sits really nicely. Like, it holds everything in. It's smooth. It kind of just like sits well on the body. It is female owned, and this is a really cool little fact that I didn't realize. That famous dress in Pretty Woman that she wears. I don't know if you guys remember the one with it's like the little, like, it's got white and then it has the tiny mini skirt. And it's got the little ring in the middle. is Hansa G. Who knew? Yeah, it's a great suit. It's a great price. It's like for like a sustainable product. I mean, this is something you're gonna have for a long time. You definitely have to take good care of it, but it's gorgeous. It's flattering. The blush is a really universally flattering color. I feel like everyone can pull this off. So yeah, Sophia, you know the Pretty Women detail. I thought that was really cool. Anything that Julia Roberts is doing, I'm like, I'm in. I am in. All right, so we've done the Patchology masks, the Hansa G Bikini, the Centegrity Skin moisturizing face sunscreen. Another thing that I am traveling with, I say you got to go double duty with sunblock, you know, especially if you're going to be in the sun all the time. Super Goop is another product that I really love. I unfortunately also packed the Play 100 Mineral, which I'll also show you, and we'll go back to the other one. Actually, we'll do that after. I don't want this to go away. So Super Goop, this is a setting powder with SPF. When you're hot, you have a tendency, like, you know, it's like you want to blot, but you also don't want to ruin or like move around your makeup, and you don't want to lose the coverage that you already have. This is going to get, it's like mineral based, it's sweat resistant. It's going to nicely, look at that, like just buffs everything out. And you're getting more SPF coverage. So this gets right in there and moves everything, just sets everything nicely, gives you more coverage, doesn't feel healthy. This is another Super Goop is another awesome brand that doesn't have any smells. It has nothing synthetic in it. It's 100% mineral. It's an excellent product. They're like all natural. I believe they're also vegan. It's just, you know, it's your skin is your largest organ. You don't want to put anything on it that's going to seep in, and especially on a hot day, you don't want anything that's going to feel like it's going to get caked in, is going to get kind of like, you know, just like add more to the sweat and stuff that's sitting on your face. Does anyone have any questions? Well, as we're kind of going through any of this, happy to answer anything. Or if there's anything you'd like to see before we move on, please don't be shy. Happy to go through anything again. All right. Okay. So moving on, I will talk about this a little bit. I don't have it with me because unfortunately, I think our bag is still in Miami. So the Super Goop, I was really excited to use this, so I am going to present it to you, y'all. It is a spray sunscreen. I should really do more research on the benefits of like spray versus rubbing in. I personally prefer spray. I think it's just like easier to carry. It's less messy. It's just like it's something you can toss in your bag, and it's not going to leak, and it's not going to get sticky, and it's not going to melt unless you put it in your well insulated, of course. So I got this, and I was also really intrigued. It has marigold extract in it. So apparently it has a natural scent. It's obviously not scented, but it has like a little extra something to kind of give you that. And I feel like Super Goop stuff always gives you like a nice little sheen. Like you look like you've got like a good glow going. So I will report back perhaps on my next show on how that goes. Fingers crossed the bag shows up. The next product I talked about a little bit last week, Kosas. Kosas, LA founded brand, female founded brand. Their makeup is so lovely. Their products are just really well designed. And I think with natural beauty, sometimes they can always be like a sort of like a people can go a little like hippy dippy with it. Her products are all really beautifully designed. They're very elegant. The colors are great. The colors pack a punch. Natural mascara is not easy to do, but she really nailed it with this one. And this is like, I mean, it's like slightly bigger than my finger. You can toss it in your handbag and go. So I'll put a little bit on. I curled my lashes. This is the big brush. So pretty, and just like, you just get this really lovely fluffiness. I have tried other natural mascaras, which are great, but I think typically, just the way the formulation is, most of them give you more length, which is great, and you get that like beautiful fluttery tone, but like you don't get that fluffiness, which I love, like a big, dense, thick, gorgeous lash. So I'll do a little bit down here. The nice thing about the small brush is you can get every last little lash. And you can see all my little baby hairs on my forehead. All right, there we go. And also, I mean, who doesn't love this beautiful pink color? It looks fun. It's just like a fun, like, I love when makeup is packaged beautifully. It makes me happy when I look in my bag and I see like everything. And also just a travel mini is always so much cuter. So far we've had, just to recap, we're talking what I'm packing for summer, Hansa G Bikini, the bottom. I wish that was all I needed, but I like to have everything else. The Patchology getaway plan, the 4 masks inside, the hydration, the illuminating, 2 eye gels, and the eye gels are hydrogels, so they're nice and cooling, great when you're traveling. If you hadn't had any sleep, you look a little tired, you just want to take down some puffiness and sort of like freshen up your face. Like I said earlier, this one is going to be my go-to to create like a little bit of an atmosphere on the flight home. The Centegrity Impeccable Skin Moisturizing Face Sunscreen. You get nice, you get like an evening out. You have vitamin C, E, and peptide, so it's moisturizing. It's SPF 30. It's got a tint, and it's got blue light. So even if you're like working hard, or you're sitting in front of a screen, or you're on your phone, this will help you. Super Goop Invisible Setting Powder, just to kind of dampen down your glow, give you a little bit, or I shouldn't say dampen, give you a nice matte finish and give you coverage so you can fix your makeup without affecting all of the sunscreen that you've put on to protect you. And finally, because we can't forget about our hair when we're traveling, the Oribe Goldlust Hair Oil. So I have hair that can be a little difficult to tame. She's behaving right now for the most part, but I feel like traveling with a little bit of oil always goes a long way, helps tame the frizziness down, but also this one is light enough that you can put in a little bit every day just to kind of freshen up your style. And then, on day, be it if you're a wash your hair every other day kind of gal, or if you're like wash once a week kind of gal, towards day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, you are getting something that's going to just help you slick it back into a bun. You can just kind of smooth that down nicely, but it gives you, as you can see, just this gorgeous sheen. And I wish you could smell how amazing it smells. It smells wonderful. It smells like I got a nice fresh blowout, even though this is 3-day-old hair. Don't tell anyone. So these are all my travel essentials. I'll have you watch me just pack it all back up so you can see how everything sits in. I'll lift it up and show you. Everything just fits in here really nicely and easily. And it stays upright. And I know it's going to be protected in there. And that's all that you need. So I hope you guys had fun watching. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Does anyone have any questions before I log off? Please let me know if there's anything else, or